In this video, I'm going to teach you everything great about being an athlete. But I'm also going to teach you and tell you some of the things that you should completely avoid as an athlete. Don't do these mistakes that other people have done. I haven't personally done them yet, but I'm going to avoid them completely because they ruin your life. And before I continue on, my name is Ricky. This is Master Education, where I teach young men about self-improvement and fitness. I also teach people about being more athletic, things like that. Okay, so first I'm going to talk about the greats about being an athlete, which is number one, if you're an athlete in your school, you'll probably be really popular. Obviously, pick a popular sport that everyone likes, like soccer, basketball, track is really good too. There could be baseball. I don't personally like baseball. Softball. It could be any sport that requires a lot of athleticism. Is something good. Or you could join outside sports like boxing, a fight club, kickboxing, Muay Thai, something like that. You can join any type of sport. It doesn't have to be just for school. It can be other sports, bro. Honestly, because what this is going to teach you is brotherhood. Well, actually, I'll get to that on another point. I'll explain to you later what that's going to be. Number two, you'll build better habits. Now, this isn't usually true for all athletes, but if you actually want to be a great athlete, which you should always aim for, even if you're a loser, video gamer, aim to be a better person and a better athlete. Honestly, and this starts by your habits. If you start having better habits than the other athlete who's probably got great talent but eats shit, doesn't sleep well, he doesn't train as hard as he used to, you're gonna beat that guy. You're just gonna beat him. If you actually work hard, build good habits, keep those habits, you're gonna be a better athlete than him. Number three, it teaches you discipline. Now, unless you're a lazy athlete, which you probably are, if you're watching this video, bro, or you're just a lazy person overall, being an athlete, honestly, it does build discipline. But this doesn't mean just be an athlete by yourself. No, you need a coach. You can't be by yourself because a coach, whether it's your dad, maybe an uncle, maybe just a coach from school or maybe from a team you know, if you don't have someone to push you to your limits other than yourself, nine times out of 10, you probably don't push yourself enough to be a better athlete. So you need a mentor. Also, you just need someone to learn from. So learn from someone. Don't just learn from the internet. Obviously, that's part of it, but have someone who's actually physically telling you and teaching you what to do correctly in your sport, things like that, okay? You need a mentor, bro. And number four, this is my personal favorite, bro, is building brotherhood. Like I mentioned before, building brotherhood. Building brotherhood is a good thing because pretty much sports are just a recreation of war. And who would we have by our sides, bro? Brothers. And I think it's a really good thing to just have people around you who relate to you or who are just friends, bro. Like, honestly, sports really do help you build friendships and brotherhood. Brotherhood is really important for a man. You can't be this lone wolf. And you're gonna say, oh, but boxers don't have a team, and bro, boxers have a coach. That counts as brotherhood. And boxers have a lot of support from their family. Or some of them don't, but majority do. And maybe let's say you're saying, oh, but track athletes are also solo. They got a relay team. No one's alone. No one should be alone. That Sigma bullshit doesn't fucking work when the guy you're going up against has a lot of family support, has been practicing his sport because his coach has pushed him or his dad. He's gonna beat you. Honestly, Even if you say, oh, but I worked really hard, I was really motivated and ambitious for this, he's going to beat you because he has more support than you. He has friends that are going to support him. And I'm talking about solo sports. We'll get into like why it's important for have like big groups. And he probably has his whole school supporting him. Because I had that. I went solo on a track meet, but I didn't feel alone. Because I had my coach, I had my dad, I had my family. And I had some other people who were from my school who went. And I performed really well. Even though I could have been a lot better, I performed really well, bro. I got to state, second place in state. Not bad, bro. I know I need to get better. Because I'm... What the fuck? Anyways. Yeah. So I pretty much beat the guys who probably didn't even have a team. Maybe some brothers to push them. We need to bring brotherhood back because people just push you. The reason why I got second place in state, I could have gotten first, honestly. But I still don't know my strategy. I still need to figure it out. I kind of know it. But the reason why I PR'd my 400 meter, right? I had a 57 the week before. And now this week this is during state, I had a 54, bro. Because I trained specifically with multiple people. Even though I'm not bragging or anything, I'm not boasting, I am the fastest kid in my school. They put me in the starting line. They put different guys from my school, different athletes around the track, so that when I get to that specific spot, let's say the first 200 meters, there's a guy right here. He starts running with me. And then they say there's a guy in the next 50 meters. And then in the last 100 meters, there's another guy. So they're all pretty much trying to beat me, and I'm trying to beat them. We're pushing each other. That's why brotherhood is important. So once I passed all of them, which I did beat all of them, honestly, like, it was crazy. They pushed me. You need brotherhood. You need brothers to push you. This is just my example of why sports are good. Now, I'm going to give you the stuff you should avoid all the time as an athlete. Number one, we're going to start with something that is a big temptation for us men especially, and it's casual sex, bro. You're like, bro, I'm probably like 13, 14. I'm 14, right? I'm about to turn 15. But I know you'd be like, bro, you're just 14. Bro, kids at my age are really fucking. And me as an athlete, I need to watch out. Because, you know, maybe I'm doing good in my career, or I'm doing good in my YouTube channel. And let's say I get a woman pregnant because I was not smart enough to not fuck. And that was pretty much ruining my life. Now, I'm not saying it's not a good thing. It's not a bad thing to have a kid, right? But having an unplanned child with a random girl, could be from your school, or it could be someone that you met at, let's say, a sports club. Or you just hooked up with a random fucking girl. That's ruined my life. You need to watch out with this, bro. You need to have the willpower. You need to train your willpower to not go and fuck girls just randomly. Especially as an athlete, because and even in business, man, even, like, it's just gonna ruin your life, bro. Like, don't go and just fuck around casually. You might think, oh, but this is how I get social status, and that's not how you get social status, honestly. That's really not it. And you're probably fucking with a 3 out of 10. You're that desperate. Instead of, like, thinking of lust and fucking girls, use that energy to be a better athlete. You know, there will be a time where you can have, like, sex. Trust me. But now's not the time, bro. If you're under, I would say, 22, don't go and fuck girls. You know, like, but all the guys in my age are not virgins anymore. And bro, you should be proud that you're a virgin if you're under 22. Honestly, but let's say you're above 22 and you're already fuck the girl, that's okay. As long as you wore protection. But I would say try to avoid all that, because what if you do get a girl pregnant? Just think about that. Okay? And the other bad side of being an athlete, and this is for people who are in school, is you'll have time, you'll have school, you'll have homework, tons of homework, but you still gotta practice your sport. That's the bad thing, is that your life gets a little messy. But that's okay, man. You get stressed. This is what I like and I don't like about being a student athlete, is that your life is pretty much a mess all throughout the year whenever you're doing a sport. Right now it's a complete mess for me because I'm playing two sports at the same time. I'm doing cross country and I'm doing flag football because my school has no real football for some fucking reason. It's kind of weird. And my life is already a mess, and we haven't even started the season. We just did tryouts, bro. And my life went everywhere. And it's because of school. And yeah, it gets messy, bro. But that's the beauty of sports. It teaches you how to be disciplined and really just deal with stress. Stress is like, it should be viewed as a good thing. Honestly, too much stress not, but stress like this, like, it's a problem. Go solve it. And that's pretty much all I want to talk to you about, bro. Honestly, just avoid just fucking around with girls. I'm not saying don't talk to girls, don't kiss them, but don't have sex with them. You can kiss, okay? I'll allow you to kiss, but don't make women your focus. Make the dream your focus. Every day, remind yourself, this is what I want to do. This is my goal. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. But don't have the goal of just fucking women, because that's gonna ruin your life. Peace out, bro. Hope you learned something.